The estate. From the floor of the Lone Star cruiser, you watch the tops of the downtown corridors office buildings disappear, replaced by the grey overcast over the I-90 bridge. The nylon restraints binding your wrists and ankles, along with McCluskey's whistling to the radio, make for an unpleasant ride. Half an hour later, the cruiser hits a whisper-smooth patch of road, and a magnificent mansion fills your view. Its design a blend of old-world finery with elvish grace. The car pulls to an abrupt halt, and you are dragged onto the driveway where McCluskey pulls a nasty-looking knife and cuts your bonds. You look up to see you are surrounded by a squad of green-clad ghosts, special forces troops from Tiangear. Tiangear? Massaging the feeling back into your numb extremities, you prepare to meet the man himself, James Telestrian III. Hey, did you know that your half-sister is making bugs? McCluskey smirks. Want some advice, moron? Of course you don't. You're a Shadowrunner and you live by your own rules, don't you? I suggest you keep your smart-ass remarks to yourself this time, human. Mr. Telestrian isn't some street meat you can impress or intimidate. He's the brains behind the throne of Tiangear, and one of the richest men in Seattle. And he holds your leash right, McCluskey, you're his lapdog? Should I be impressed? Richer than hell elves take the dump the same way I do, McCluskey. And he holds your leash right, McCluskey? His eyes say I love to kill you now, but his mouth continues to smirk. I've got one of the richest and most powerful men in the Pacific Northwest taking care of me, dumbass. What do you got? Indigestion. You're dumber than I thought. Enjoy your chat. I'll dispose of your body later. I've got guns, McCluskey. That's what I've got. Mr. Kuth? The fussy elf with the air of a Victorian butler studies you before he speaks. He doesn't like what he sees. Mr. Telestrian is expecting you. You will find him in his office. You his butler? Thank you, Jeeves. This is an extraordinary estate. May I look around before I see him? You may wait here for a few moments to gather yourself before you enter Mr. Telestrian's office. Some people find that they need time to prepare themselves before meeting an elf of his stature. However, the upstairs is off limits to you and the library is occupied at the moment. Do not tarry, though. Mr. Telestrian is not one to be kept waiting long. Oh, sweet! I can just wander around for a few minutes. Maybe rob the place. Why are there particle effects on this arch? Why is there an arch here? Why is there an arch here? Alright, you got a few chairs, that's cool. Wait a minute. Algernon's here. How? Boy, Algernon, you sure get around. I can come in here? This is cool. Oh wait, no, this is James. Okay, that's James. Algernon, what are you doing here? Did you say the upstairs is off limits? What are you doing here, Algernon? There's a twinkle in Algernon's eye that wasn't there when you spoke at the Seamstresses Union. It's good to see you again. There's much to do. You run in some pretty different circles, don't you, Algernon? What the hell are you doing here? Okay, my magical friend, explain yourself. You run in some pretty different circles, don't you, Algernon? I don't run at all, SCKC. I go where I'm needed. I am needed here. Seek me out after you have spoken to James Telestrian. Perhaps I can be of service again. Okay, alright, you're part of the plan, I see. Did the butler say I'm not allowed upstairs? Oh, I can't actually go upstairs. I can't even click up there. Okay, I see. Is that a dragon? Are there dragons in this game? Why is that a... Are there dragons? Alright, let's go talk to James. So James is gonna ask us for help to stop his, because Jessica is the elder sibling in his dynasty, right? She's elder, she's older than him in the dynasty, and the trust, the trust says that the oldest holds the, whatever it's called, controls the trust. So if Jessica reveals herself and her DNA proves that they are related by blood, she can take all his money away from him. So James wants us to get rid of Jessica, and he's gonna help us get rid of Jessica, is probably what's gonna happen. As you approach, James Telestrian III looks up from the computer screen built into the surface of his desk and assesses you. Calculating in code, a practiced smile comes to his face. He vibes the kind of rich you don't get from a trivid. It's not the clothing or the trappings or the bow before your betters mansion. It's something else, the feeling that you're being categorized as a resource or a liability or a pawn. Wait, doesn't everyone do that? It's not only rich people who do that. Don't I do that? Like when a Shadowrunner looks at a person, doesn't the Shadowrunner also assess whether they're a resource or a liability or a pawn? Don't Shadowrunners also do that? I have been reviewing the results of your visit to my Seattle office last night. I admit they are impressive. Well, I'm pretty good at my job. You have generated a considerable amount of damage to my office complex, killed or wounded many of my security personnel, and cost my Vice President of Security his job. In 24 hours you have accumulated quite a bill with me, sir. You're welcome. How do you intend to settle your debt? Inadequate corporate, once my current assignment is complete, I'll be happy to discuss working off my debt to you, Mr. Telestrian. Oh, that's interesting. Would you take a check? You already confiscated the container I took. I have no other bargaining chips. No, we know. We're gonna settle the debt by dealing with your half-sister. We're gonna kill your half-sister for you, so you can keep your estate. Well, would you take a check? I understand humor. I do not appreciate it, but I understand its uses. Yours was not a good use of humor, however. It neither charmed me, disarmed the tension, nor infuriated me to the point of providing you with a quick death. Before you attempt any more of your lowbrow monkey shines, I'll lay out your technical situation. The humor is not for you! The humor is to make me laugh, James. I don't give a crap about you. I think it's funny. It's rich people, am I right? You have one piece of information which you might use as a bargaining chip in the little time you have left to live. Why you took what you took. I'm interested to know why you and your team of criminals fought your way through my security teams up to my private office to access the Matrix and uncover the location of a simple research project. The most protected item is usually the most valuable, that's why I took it. That's not true. It goes like this. Your half-brother, Sam Watts, hired me to find his own killer. He had a dead man switch. When I find the killer, I get paid. That's not it. I took the Aegis sample to kill giant insect spirits. That's the closest to the truth. I find your bluntness somehow refreshing. He touches a button on the desk. Mr. Kuth, please ask my daughter to join us. Ah. The young, pretty elf has dark circles under her eyes and a haunted expression on her face. She recognizes you instantly. It's you! You're the man who helped me escape from the Universal Brotherhood. How did you get here? You have broken. I broke into your father's business? Telestrian cuts in quickly. Thank you, Marie-Louise. You have confirmed the identity of your rescuer and given me reason to forgive him for his trespasses against me. Yeah, did you know you have a half-sister with giant insects? She looks hungry for your help. I'm glad you're here. Good to see you're okay, Marie-Louise. You did well back there. Without you, we'd all be dead. This guy's your father? Good to see you out okay. I'm not okay. I can't sleep at all. I'm afraid that this is a dream, and that I'll wake up there and still be there with the bugs. No, this is not the dream. You know what? Don't worry about it. You can relax, Marie-Louise. You are safe. It is over. It's not over. There are still bugs out there, James. James, I need the canister so I can kill the bugs. No, it won't ever be over until they're all dead. Yeah, no, she's right. You didn't see them. You don't understand. You and those men you flew in here, all you do is talk. It's just like you to form a committee, Father. I knew that someone had to take action. That's why I got Hakim involved. The already cold exterior of James Telestrian III turns to ice. I see. It was you and your crippled little friend who leaked ages to this man. We will speak of it later, in private. Now then, SCKC, there are people I wish you to meet. The committee my daughter alluded to. This is a rare opportunity for a man of the streets such as yourself. I urge you to behave. We will adjourn to the library. I would be delighted. I'm not really a committee joining sort of guy. Sounds like I don't have much of a choice. I'll be delighted to meet your rich friends. I don't know if that's sarcasm or not. Just behave. You let me take my drones in here. You know there's guns on those drones. Holy crap, look at this freak show. There's a weight in Telestrian's library, a sense of magnitude and purpose. You're no longer in the presence of mere wealth, you're in the presence of history. Okay. I mean, it looks the same to me. Lady and gentlemen, this is SCKZ. He is the human who saved my daughter, and the only one who has faced our common enemy in combat. Herr Brackhouse, what does the representative of the Great Dragon, Lofweir, have to tell us about the magical insect this Shadowrunner uncovered? Oh, there are dragons. And there are magical insects. Okay, I'm not crazy. Cool. Brackhouse speaks slowly with a deep, melodious German accent. I'm not going to do the German accent. He takes his time, accentuating each word, relishing each vowel and each consonant, tasting them as if they were a delicacy. Is he literally a dragon? My Lord Lofweir has witnessed the insect spirit's physical manifestation before, roughly 9,000 years ago. As you are aware, magic ebbs and flows from the earth, cycling from peak to peak over the course of 5,200 years. As the level of magic grows... Hans dear, I love you, but you could babble on forever, and I believe time is of the essence. Harlequin? This is a man, okay. He has pecs and not boobs. SDKC, is it delighted? The bug you fought was not merely a magically awakened animal, like a wyvern or hydra or anything else in the sixth world. In fact, it isn't from this world at all. It is the physical embodiment of an insect spirit from another plane of existence. Okay. I imagine that moving from one plane of existence to another isn't easy. Before you go on, I've got to ask, who the hell are you and why are you dressed like that? Why are you dressed like that? Is that why I couldn't kill it? Etiquette academic, I believe that would explain why I wasn't able to damage it. The spirit itself is extraplanar. Adjourn on Ice Zucchini. Bravo! That is precisely the idea. The insect spirit exists on both planes simultaneously. Alright, adjourn on. I have been impressed with you for some time, SCKC. It is good that you are here. Thanks, bro. Now, an insect spirit can't simply thumb a ride through astrospace and show up on Earth late for dinner. Dinner in this case being us. Oh, it's gonna eat all of us? 2 elements are required to bring one across the void, a shaman and a host. First, the spirit calls upon a shaman, often in dreams. The spirit seduces the shaman with promises of great power. The shaman then accepts the spirit as his totem. Ah, an insect totem. We asked Algernon earlier about insect totems and he said it was a bad idea. Next, the insect spirit requires a suitable host. The best candidates are the disaffected and the disenfranchised, in short, the weak-willed. Their minds are the most susceptible to suggestion, which is helpful in making the transformation. As you may imagine, these are the sorts of people who easily attracted to a cult, such as the Universal Brotherhood. Alright. So they're using them as hosts for the insects, right? Finally, by performing what has to be a truly disgusting ritual, the shaman serving the insect totem implants the spirit into the host, willingly or not, and then it's feeding time. Nom 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 nom. Harlequin is correct. Wait a minute. Hanspracher, Harlequin is correct. The insect spirit will then slowly consume its host while transforming it into the spirit's own insectoid body, thus manifesting itself fully on this plane. Okay. What's this have to do with the Great Dragon of Enelfin Lex Cosmetics? Wiz, bugs from another dimension need killing, I get it. I don't like the sound of this. Okay, so you were making the chemical to kill these bugs, right? You shouldn't. It's bad. Really, really bad. I mean, no, how bad can it be? They need... How quickly can they get over here? You need a host per insect, and you need the shaman to do the work. The initial bugs prepare a nest for the summoning of a queen. Okay, thanks Arjuna. Thanks for answering my question. The summoning of a queen. Once a nest has its queen, she literally explodes with newly manifested insect spirits. They swarm out of the nest, feasting on all the flesh they can find, and implanting more insect spirits into the fresh corpses, again and again and again. Oh, that sounds fun. The room falls silent as they all consider the scenario. Faces grim. Telestrian breaks the silence. This is not an infestation, SCKC. It is an invasion. My Lord Lofweir knew this day would come, but he did not know precisely when nor where. Your rescue of Mr. Telestrian's daughter has exposed the existence of an insect spirit for the first time in this cycle of the world. Then why don't you just fire a cruise missile at the Brotherhood and call it a day? So you're early to the party this time, that gives you the upper hand, right? Why don't you just fire a cruise missile at the Brotherhood and call it a day? Well, you need to kill the I am interested in... I do want to know the answer to this. I can guess, but I do want to hear the answer. You have engaged the enemy, you know why. The insect spirit is only resident in the transformed host body. It's only a resident in the transformed host body. Conventional weapons can hurt the body and expose the spirit, but the spirit itself exists on two planes. It cannot be destroyed by mundane means, hence Project Aegis. Here Telestrian's biotechnology and agricultural divisions worked with my Lord Lofweir's thaumaturgical engineers and designed Project Aegis to destroy an insect spirit once it is released from its host. The formula, a fluorescing astrobacterial strain, exists in the physical and astral plane at once and can thus affect the insect spirit. Alright, so okay, cool, you have a weapon. Now that was a mouthful. Did you memorize it, or are you reading it off of index cards? I'm sure he memorized it, Harlequin. My director of R&D, Diane Ravenwood, will explain how Project Aegis will be used in the field. Dr. Ravenwood, didn't you lose the whole factory? You only have a small sample? Diane Ravenwood, our weapons specialists have rapidly prototyped a delivery device for the fluorescing astrobacteria strain. They've created some prototype launchers which fire Aegis-filled shells. When fired, the shells will discharge a high-velocity stream of the bacteria. Okay. In order to destroy one of the bugs, it must first be damaged using conventional weapons or magic until the spirit is released from the host body. Then the insect spirit must be shot with the Project Aegis prototype launcher to destroy it. And we have to do this for every single bug. I'm assuming there's like dozens and dozens of bugs, if not more. So in order to stop an invasion of insects from another dimension, a dragon and an elf co-created a magical insecticide. Yes. Aegis is a multi-dimensional bug spray. Yes, it stops bugs. This is all so stupid. Crudely put but accurate. We must stop the Universal Brotherhood from summoning a queen, and we must stop them immediately. You are the only one who has been inside their facility and the only one who has personally fought these creatures before. That, along with your highly effective assault upon my property, indicates you are the ideal person to lead the attack. Oh, you flatter me. Alright, I'm flattered. Glad you're convinced because I'm not. No one's ever used this magic bug juice before. What makes you think this Project Aegis will actually work? Have you tried it? Have you tested it? Oh, I'm testing it. I get it. I'm testing it for you. Right. He grins and his red lipstick catches the light because it has to. Thanks, Harlequin. Come on, kid. When fate taps you on the shoulder, you gotta pay attention. Unfortunately, she has the nasty habit of tapping you on the opposite shoulder, so that when you turn around, she's on your other side, giggling like a deranged schoolgirl. I hate that. Does that happen to you often, Harlequin? Enough. Are you willing to undergo this mission, SCKC? I mean, sure. Hey, should we talk about your half-sister, Jessica Watts? You had me a killing bug. Show me how to use Aegis and I'll get it done. I'm a professional, and professionals get paid for their work. I'm assuming that serving all mankind involves compensation. We don't need to talk about compensation. My job is to bring a killer to justice, not lead an assault against monsters out of nightmares. Sure it is. You had me at killing bugs. Show me how to use the Aegis and I'll get it done. Excellent. He claps his hand as if seeing the circus for the first time. I love the way that the short-lived are willing to die even faster. It's very inspirational. You should try it sometime, Harlequin. Brackhouse raises his hand and Harlequin's clapping instantly stops. There is one final note, a warning, if you will. You have seen the danger the insect represents, but you have not witnessed the shaman's power. The shaman must tap into a powerful source of magic in order to summon a queen. We do not know what abilities that power source will grant. Beware of the insects, but do not underestimate the shaman. Okay. Hey, don't scare the kid, Hansel. We need him to go on the mission. By the by, I'm coming with you, SCKC. I wouldn't mind seeing these creatures for myself. I missed them last time. Telestrian will bankroll you so you can hire the rest of the team. Okay. Find me when you're ready to go and we'll bug right out of here. Sighs. Yes, speak with Harlequin when you're ready to depart. If you wish to acquire additional supplies for your mission, find my assistant, Quoth. He is highly resourceful. Oh, this is super interesting. Algernon, Harlequin, Hans. Then we can talk to Quoth. I think I'm gonna take a break here. We've been going for a while. I'm gonna take a break here. Save the game. When we come back, we talk to everybody. We gear up. McClutsky. Talk to everybody, gear up, and then we go fight some bugs. I wonder if this is this the end? Is this the final mission? We've only had one side mission. This can't be the final mission, right? Anyway, let me save here. We'll come back and do the rest of this. What is... Okay, I guess drones. 8 drones. Drones. Alright, save, and I will see you next time.